Picture this scene. A man places his hand on a woman's shoulder. She smiles, leans in, feels completely at ease. The next day, another man does the exact same gesture. Same woman, same shoulder, same gentle pressure. She pulls back, tenses up, shuts down. Same action, opposite reaction. It's not random, it's not unfair, and it's definitely not because one guy is better looking. It's pure biology. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. The human body has an invisible map, a hierarchy of touch zones, and each zone reveals precisely where you stand in her mind. When she grants access to certain areas, you've crossed over. When she resists, it's not rejection. It's the most valuable information you can get. Today, we're walking through 5 levels, from the most basic to the deepest. At the very end, I'll reveal one zone most men completely overlook, and it's the one that changes everything. So stick around till the finish. Before I hand you the map, you need to understand why it works, why touch is the only communication channel you can truly trust. Think about it for a second. In conversation, a woman can be polite. She can smile out of courtesy. She can say, "Yeah, that was fun," even if she was bored the whole dinner. Words are diplomatic. Words are controllable. But the body doesn't negotiate. When physical contact happens, there's no filter, no overthinking, no politeness. The brain reacts in milliseconds, long before conscious thought kicks in. That tiny movement toward you or away from you, that's raw truth. And what makes this even more powerful? It's rooted in neurobiology. This isn't opinion, not some pickup coach theory. It's science. When a hand touches skin, the brain doesn't just register pressure, it decodes 3 things simultaneously in real time. First, the intention behind the touch. Is it protective, nervous, calculated, natural? Second, threat level versus safety. Does this man feel like danger or shelter? Third, congruence. Do his words match what his body is signaling? Women have a neurological edge here. Their skin has a higher density of sensory receptors, and their brains dedicate more resources to processing touch. Simply put, when you place your hand on her arm, she doesn't just feel a hand, she feels your emotional state. Nervous, calm, needy, present, confident. Everything transmits, no hiding. That's why the exact same gesture produces completely opposite outcomes depending on the man. It's not magic, it's neurological. But here's the crucial concept you must grasp first. Otherwise, the whole map is useless. It's about energy. The mistake almost every man makes when discovering this. They think, okay, touch her arm, then hand, then waist, then neck. Boom, she's mine. No, absolutely not. Because it's not where you touch first, it's how. I call it the principle of tactile transparency. Simple idea. When you touch someone, your hand doesn't just make contact. It broadcasts your inner state completely, unfiltered. Your hand is transparent. It lets her see straight into your mind. 2 real scenarios. Man A is attracted but nervous. He's read somewhere about kino-escalation, so he forces it. He puts his hand on her shoulder, but it's slightly clammy. The movement is a fraction too quick or too slow. There's micro-hesitation. In milliseconds, her brain decodes it all. Verdict, threat, discomfort, or at minimum unease. She tenses, pulls away, crosses arms, changes topic. Not because the touch itself was bad, but because the energy behind it was off. Now man B, same woman, same night. He's relaxed, present, not trying to escalate. While laughing, he naturally places his hand on her forearm for 2 seconds, then removes it. No lingering stare like, did she like it? Just fluid, pressure-free, no hidden agenda. She leans in, prolongs the contact, laughs louder. Why? The energy was authentic. The difference isn't technique, it's quiet confidence. A presence that doesn't apologize for existing, but doesn't force anything. Memorize this. It's the foundation. Without this energy, hitting the right zone at the right time does nothing. With it, every zone becomes a perfect mirror of truth. Here's the map. 5 levels, escalating in trust and intimacy. Level 1, arms and shoulders, the public zone. This is the entry point. Level 0. When a woman accepts touch here, it doesn't mean attraction. It means one thing only. You're not a threat. It's the minimum threshold, the entry filter. Don't underestimate it. She's still observing, testing how you handle basic access. Do you stay natural? Do you overdo it? Does your hand linger a second too long? Do you yank it away like you did something wrong? What to watch? Does she hold eye contact while you touch? Does she lean in even slightly or create micro distance with an imperceptible pullback? If neutral or mildly positive, you're in testing ground. No rejection yet, no green light either. It's the antechamber. Biggest mistake men make here: interpret neutral as rejection and bail, or interpret neutral as invitation and rush ahead. Both wrong. Right response: calibrated patience. If level 1 is positive, we move to level 2, the real turning point. Level 2, hands, the connection zone. Hands aren't casual. Hands act on the world, work, create, defend. They're active, expressive, conscious. When a woman gives you her hand, even briefly, she does something symbolically powerful. She temporarily surrenders control. It's the first step toward vulnerability. Signals get clearer here. Positive. Fingers interlace with yours, hand relaxed and soft. She doesn't pull away immediately, lets contact linger. Negative. Hand rigid, fingers tense, quick withdrawal. Or she accepts, but her body compensates. Shoulders turn slightly, foot steps back. That means you're still in evaluation. She's not sold yet. Underrated subsignal almost no one mentions. If she plays with your fingers, traces tiny circles on your palm, squeezes lightly, then releases, it's not nerves, it's exploration. And in touch psychology, exploration is curiosity. Curiosity is attraction's first cousin. But don't rush. Level 3 is where stakes rise, and most men crash here. Level 3, waist and lower back, the territorial zone. Why is this so different? It has one unique trait. It's a blind spot. You can see someone touch your arm or hand. You control it visually. But lower back, waist, you can't watch. You can't monitor who or how. That means accepting touch here requires instinctive trust, not rational, not social, but primal, animal trust, the kind that bypasses conscious decision. When a man places his hand in the small of a woman's back with calm, assured energy, he communicates one thing: masculine safety. Wordlessly, I'm here. I protect you. I know what I'm doing. But the same gesture with wrong energy screams the opposite: possessiveness, intrusion, forced control. Response is instant and non-negotiable. Positive. She leans slightly into you, doesn't correct distance, back subtly arches toward your hand, accepting the protector role. Negative. She pulls away, tenses, shoulders rise a centimeter, torso twists slightly, silent nose, non-negotiable. This zone tells you you've moved past politeness and curiosity. You're in instinctive trust territory. If you reach here with positive signals, level 4 is unlocked, and it's literally sacred. Level 4, neck and face, the sacred zone. Neck is one of the most vulnerable human areas, jugular vein right under the skin. In nature, exposing the neck signals absolute submission and trust. Wolves do it, primates do it, humans do it unconsciously. When a woman lets a man touch her neck, without flinching, without shoulders rising to shield, she sends an ancient message: I'm safe with you. You're not predator. You're shelter. Face takes it further. Face is identity, social facade, what we show the world. Touching someone's face crosses the last rational barrier into pure emotion. When you touch her cheek and she closes her eyes, cheek leans into your palm. That's what I call sensory surrender, involuntary signal. Her nervous system drops defenses. Body says yes before mind forms the word. If you've hit positive signals at every prior level, you've crossed most of the map. But one final level remains, the most powerful, intimate, and paradoxically most overlooked. Level 5, hair, the zone of total surrender. Surprising? Hair isn't as obviously intimate as neck or face, yet on the psychological vulnerability scale, it's the peak. Why? Hair isn't just physical, it's an extension of identity, femininity, self-image. Think of the time, energy, care women invest in their hair. It's their frame, their signature, central to how they present to the world. Psychologically, hair is an emotional barometer. Women touch their own hair when stressed, fix it when nervous, play with it when flirting. Hair links directly to emotional state. Now imagine this: A man slowly runs his hand through her hair, not fixing, not moving it. Just a slow, full pass through the strands. Symbolically, it's psychological surrender. She yields control over her image. Let someone touch what she protects and nurtures most. It's trust beyond neck or face. But the key isn't acceptance, it's involuntary response. 4 unfakeable signals. Subtle sigh. Not dramatic, just a quiet release of breath, like her whole body decompresses. Involuntary smile. Not social, one that appears on its own, often with crinkled eyes. Head tilts. Not back or forward, but sideways toward your hand, amplifying contact, seeking more. Eyes close, and this is the ultimate. Closing eyes in another's presence voluntarily gives up surveillance. It says, I don't need to watch you. I trust you with eyes shut. When you see these 4 in response to hair touch, you're witnessing chemistry. Oxytocin floods, cortisol drops, nervous system shifts from assessment to total safety. At that moment, you're not interesting guy, potential friend, or maybe. You're categorized as intimate, trustworthy, hers. This closes the promise from the start. If she grants this zone with those involuntary responses, she's already yours, not through manipulation or tricks, but because her body rendered the verdict. Final non-negotiable warning. This map, 5 levels, signals, only works in one frame, reading, not manipulation. Use it as an attack plan, checklist, or conquest game. It fails completely. Why? Tactile transparency. Your intention flows through your hand. If your intent is to win instead of connect, she feels it instantly. True purpose of the map. Calibration, a tool to know exactly where you stand in real time, not where you hope or think, but where you truly are. It protects against 2 common male errors. First, ignoring resistance signals, forcing to next level when body says no. Ineffective, disrespectful, fastest way to permanently destroy trust. Second, more common, not advancing when lights are green, staying stuck at level 1 while she waits for level 3, not daring to take her hand when she's left it near yours for 10 minutes. That's not respect, it's lack of courage, and she interprets inaction as disinterest. The man who truly masters this map is calm, precise, advances at the exact rhythm her body dictates. Not faster, not slower, just right. It's not technique, it's skill, developed through observation, practice, presence. Quick recap, body doesn't lie. Touch is the most honest channel. Energy and intention outweigh the zone. This 5-level map, arms, shoulders, hands, waist, lower back, neck, face, hair, gives you an emotional GPS to know precisely where you stand with a woman. But one thing this video couldn't cover, another silent language, even subtler, playing out before first touch. Microfacial expressions, signals in her face that tell you if she's attracted before you even approach. If that interests you, you know what to do. Subscribe to Relationship Psychology and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one on this. And if this video taught you something today, drop a like. Not for the algorithm, but so other men searching for these answers can find them too. See you in the next one.